Gentlemen, boys and girls, it is Wednesday, my dude. Oh, and what a Wednesday it is. Today, I will soon be flying to the Mythic Championship that will be held in Long Beach to watch the best of the best in Magic's The Gatherings. Basically, play Bant Golos for a few days. But today, we celebrate the conclusion of the 30-day Project Challenge for 2019 fall. What the hell is the 30-day challenge? The idea is coming up with some small thing you can bite off, chew, and complete in about 1 month that is a step towards your broader goals. Building better habits, developing a skill, all sorts of categories were created for people to implement various types of projects. And it ran from the 10th of September to the 10th-ish of October. And given that today's a little bit past that, what are we, the 16th of October? We just had a few extra days to let everyone wrap up, post any final thoughts, final words, final posts, talk about their projects. And what we're going to do now is review a whole bunch of them because the next 30-day project challenge is going to be starting mid-January of 2020. Right around the time when everyone has exciting New Year plans, and we can apply this whole idea of the 30-day project to, once again, do a community push forward. I want to talk a little bit about the projects themselves. Let's do some review of the gist. 800 of you created projects on our fancy schmancy 30-day project tracking website. Of course, you're never required to use the website to participate. It's a tool for people to help organize things. But there were 800, and we do a survey, and much like all surveys, not all 800 replied. We have about 40 people replied, so thank you for that. And this, as we've seen, has a pretty good correlation with how the projects actually wind up looking. There are a whole lot of stuff in the game development category. The next highest, health and fitness. This was my category. I'm going to talk about my project in a moment. A good amount of engineering, creative. Frankly, there's just a lot of creative work in here. Most of the categories are like broken down into that, and a lot of skill building. Now, given the bias of survey responses, a lot of people who are feeling really good and happy about finishing their project, these people, 80% of the people who filled out the survey said I finished or will finish within my 30 days. I plan to finish soon, or I gave up. I'm actually sort of in between these two categories. We're going to talk about how I absolutely cracked about midway through my challenge. That's all good. And of course, a lot of people, again, 35%, felt that they were a little too ambitious at the start. I like to note that most of the time, I would expect for you to come up with your 30-day project. I expect that you will over or underestimate, or you will change course for probably at least 60-70%. I would be surprised if it was even as low as 60-70%. It totally makes sense. If any of you are ever having any weird time problems, it makes sense. Finished early and expanded my project. This is, once again, another form of over or underestimating. This is the category that we really care about. We eventually want this to hit 100%. I built useful habits or broke bad habits. At the end of the day, any sort of skill building, any sort of project, any sort of task requires good habits in order to accomplish them, with some exceptions. I would like, for instance, if I wanted to become a great programmer, to develop the habit of coding on a regular basis. Although technically what I could do is do a 48-hour caffeine-fueled bender where I bang out 10 billion lines of code, collapse, and then awaken 3 days later and go, ha ha, I did a thing. That's not exactly a useful habit. So, either way, I'm going to skip past the recommendation thing. By the way, no one hates it. I think the thing that I want to zoom in to sort of highlight for everyone, overwhelmingly the biggest struggles and issues that everyone felt was in week 2 and 3. Especially week 3. Week 3 really seemed to be the wall that people bonked up upon due to going hard in weeks 1 and 2, pushing a little too much, and then being a little burnt out in week 3. Or starting with direction in week 1, accomplishing that, kind of losing direction in week 2, but having a good sense. And then week 3, you're really like, okay, I've lost direction and all this sort of thing. Yeah. Week 3, my computer exploded and I had to restart. Shit happens. So I feel like the big lesson, the big takeaway for anyone who's feeling like week 2 and 3 are the hardest is to next time come up with less ambitious weeks 1 and 2. That's one thing. I experienced a chunk of burnout with mine that, again, I'm going to talk to in a second. The second thing that I would strongly recommend is setting aside a reorganization day. Do week 1, and at the end of week 1, have an hour going, what did I get done and what do I want to do for next week? And just spend a full hour thinking about and planning. There's a reason why project managers, product managers, producers exist all over the industry. And I've heard the number about 1 for every 12. 1 producer for every 12 people is a rule of thumb that I've heard. I've also heard 1 for every 7. Because it's hard. There's someone's full-time job to think about and plan what it is that's going to come down the pipeline. So if you're planning yourself, make sure you're setting aside real time. And if it feels hard, that makes sense because it is hard. So don't beat yourself up about it. But I thought this was fascinating, the consistency. Look at all these different things. Week 3, the third, week 3, week 2 and 3, the second, because I ran into some snags. Week 4, week 3, week 2, week 4. Well, there's some week 1's travel interference, personal deadlines, but there, week 3. Oh my God! It's actually it's kind of amazing. It's kind of incredible. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to talk about my project, and then I'm going to review a whole bunch of the projects in the various categories, and then I'm going to close out with the DK30 Game Jam. We ran a Game Jam concurrent with the DK30 because, as you saw from the pie chart of truth, there's a substantial interest in game development among all the fine folks here in Dayknight TV. So we organized a Game Jam so people could get paired together, work together, and we're going to also talk about some of the project management aspects of that when we get to that. But this was actually not individual projects, but like groups that occasionally had like 4 to 6 people. Let's talk about me. My goal was habits. Get up early, go to the gym, eat healthy meals, do all the usual stuff in the morning like brush teeth, wash face, shave more frequently, and do the corresponding things in the evening. I am the sort of person that every once in a while I'm dithering at my computer and I'm like, oh Jesus, it's midnight. I'm going to stumble to my bed and go to sleep and don't do responsible things like wash my face. And I spent about 2 weeks crushing it. I was power hotting, hitting the gym every day. I was running, even on the weekends, more than I normally do. I had this huge surge of energy, but the thing that I kept struggling the most with was my sleep. I kept maybe staying up a little later, or I would go to bed on time, but I would sleep till like 9:30 or 10, which for me is pretty late. And I started to say, okay, well, that's fine. I'll just start to focus on that. And I found that when I tried to focus on my sleep schedule, it completely disrupted all the other stuff. And I wrote about this in my DK30 project. You can actually just go to dk30.dayknight.tv, look up me, and you'll see a long post about this. I really found that waking up early is both the most important and the hardest for me to get used to. As in, it takes all the willpower and energy in the world to get up early. And then for the next few days, still not going to bed on time, I'm getting low sleep, things like this. In theory, if I'm getting up at 6 in the morning and going to bed at like 10, I'll have plenty of time to wake up, to exercise, to do all the things that I just talked about. In theory. But in practice, I can't just go from being a chunky spaceman who sleeps in to being a power-hot, farmer-time wake-up boy overnight. So instead what I did is I just completely abandoned my project and just said all I'm going to focus on is consistency of getting up early and going to bed. And by God, I've been getting up at 7:30 every single day, sometimes as late as 8, but 7:30 every single day. I've been going to bed, and over time, even if I had... there was one night where I slept in since then, which was the night that I had food poisoning. It was 2 days ago. I was like, really sick. Even then, when I slept in really hard that day, I still felt my body just getting exhausted around 11 p.m. So I sort of felt like, oh my God, I'm actually starting to get grips on this wake up early thing. So I'm actually going to be continuing my 30-day project all the way to the end of the year, continuing to get up early and just kind of shift the time slot back until I'm getting up at 6:30 a little bit more regularly. And I'm really excited about that because that's what makes me feel like I have control over my life. I wake up early, I'm groggy for an hour, but then I'm awake, and I can go to the gym. And then when I'm done with the gym, it's like 9, and I have plenty of time. Ooh, nice. And I'll still be getting up early on the weekend. So it was fascinating for me to kind of list off a bunch of things equally. Here's the big takeaway for me. I listed off a bunch of things: working out, getting up early, eating healthy, doing habits in the morning. And I rationally thought that these were all kind of equal importance to me. And what I've really found is the waking up early is the most important, the hardest, and the most critical for everything else. It's the foundation upon which all of my other routines can rest. And so that was a very powerful realization for me. But I did completely bomb out after, believe it or not, the start of week 3. Let's talk about y'all wonderful fancy people, huh? Let's talk about y'all wonderful fancy people. Let's start looking at some projects. Oh, yes. All right, we're going to start with the other category. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to showcase explicitly 1, 2 in each category, and then I'm going to talk quickly through some of the others to make sure we can hit as many people as possible. Oh, I almost poured coffee on myself. Nice. Iroman. Wanted to build a 3D model and sketch up for my new house. And now the contractor's building it. It's time to design the garden for it. It will feature drawing in sketchbooks and utilization tracing paper. For any of you who didn't see, Iroman had some beautiful 3D models for the house. And now we get some sketches of the garden area. Look at just how beautiful this is. Look at this. We have a sandbox. We have a stone garden. We have some rocks. There's a bench here. There's the driveway. We got the carport here. And again, if you look up Iroman, whose name I'm sure I'm not pronouncing correctly, you can see the 3D model of the house and all this stuff. Look, there's a rabbit that's going to be there. We got some herbs. We got some veggies. Got some raspberries. Oh! I assume that this is radiating light from your mind as you're sitting right there in the house decorating the garden outside. And a lot of these updates are just fantastic to see. I thought this was a super fascinating project, and I love that Iroman, if you look historically, there's this like layering of little 1-month tidbits at a time coming together for the whole house. That's wonderful. Kayla wants to clean out the vegetable garden, put more dirt, and get ready for fall and winter. Absolute Stardew Valley pro here, Kayla. Look at this. I think this is technically the end of the month-long project. Didn't get done as much as I'd like, but I ended up doing little things from weeks 3 and 4. That's the whole point of the 30-day projects, being farther along than when you started. If any of you are interested, you can see all sorts of beautiful farm-friendly pics. Look at these. I just want to water them, harvest them, and dump them into a box for profit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you see all these other little updated photos. Ooh, more gardening stuff. And feel free to check all this out once again on dk30.day9.tv. You can see the URL right at the top. All right, other things. Eterin did 30 days of perfume reviews, which I thought was a fascinating choice of project because there's this idea of like consuming media. Oh my gosh, chat wasn't moving for a while, so I just wanted to make sure that we didn't lose connection. It's like, whoo, oh. My internet went out for about 30 minutes this morning, so I was like freaking out. I was like, I'm talking about farming to nobody. Sorry, anyways. I was talking about media consumption. We tend to think of 30-day projects about being self-improvement focused, but I also think it can be consumption focused. Like, I want to read through a bunch of books that I've been putting aside. I want to watch this TV show that I just have not been getting around to because it's 10 seasons long, but I'm sure I'll enjoy it when I get into it. Eterin did 30 days of perfume reviews, listing off all these various scents and smells and evaluations of it. Super cool. Misky says, I'm going to become the next Hulk either by getting super jacked or by going green with anger. Swear less by increasing workout difficulty after swearing. It's like such a good idea. Just like, okay, I want to stop swearing. I want to get jacked. Merge. All right, in the craft and cosplay category, I love this from Giblibia. Whew. Oh, that was actually not that hard, but took me quite some time. I thought this was a fascinating one because in the 30-day projects, process is the most important thing, and understanding your own process is the most important thing. It's not necessarily about what the output is. The output represents a good process, but it's not necessarily the goal. And Giblibia was really struggling to nail down and finish various projects. Look at this. I'm pretty good at starting projects. Whether or not I can finish them is another story. In the past couple months alone, I started working on 4 different projects, none of which is close to being finished. For this DK30, I was trying to pick one of those projects and focus on it, but couldn't figure out which one. So let's stop for a moment and try to figure out what drives me to start so many different projects in the first place. I guess that's it. They're different. Turns out I don't like to spend too many days on the same crafting technique. This reminds me a lot of the author Brandon Sanderson, who, when he becomes tired of working on one book, he puts it down and works on another book. By bouncing between these different projects, it makes him feel fresh. He also does teaching. He also does a great podcast called Writing Excuses. And technically, these are different projects, but the productivity emerges from bouncing back and forth between these different things, which I find to be a really interesting and relevant one for me personally. I like doing the show. It's one thing, but I only do it 6 hours a day. And when I stop that, I tend to go work on other projects. And then when I'm tired of the projects, I do a show, and it feels really good. And so Giblibia has, T-shirt stuff up here. I love this diorama. I mean, look at this. This is incredible. Look at this. Look, all that is painted on the bottom. We see Bulbasaur. Look at that. Look at this Pokeballer. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that incroyablement? I mean, oh my God, look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. Surreal GG says, wow? Question mark, exclamation mark. Yeah, right? And this is one of like 4 projects. And there's other ones that are listed here as well in Giblibia. I encourage you to go check that out. Also, Edorin did a cross-stitch of me and the 2 cats. Thank you, Edorin. Thank you. Mwah. The double 30-day project pro challenge. There's more stuff that's going to be in some of the crafty categories later when we look at some of the visual art. Again, these are not hard and fast categories. I thought this was an interesting series of things in the education and career category. Here from Mojo Socks. Mojo Socks. I've recently started the first year of my PhD studying molecular immunology. As part of this, I am expected to become familiar with various academic papers in the field. To push and motivate myself, I am setting the challenge of reading 1 academic paper per day as a starting point and showing my progress via a short summary of each post here. Holy fuck. This is actually, you know what? This is the hardest project that anyone's done. This is the hardest thing in the universe. I don't know if any of you have ever had to read academic papers. I studied math, and Jesus, when you read a math paper, you start off and you read it and you're like, I understood 5% of this. I did not get it because math does not have as much cross-referencing as you might imagine. For instance, all of these words, these are fake words. These are words that Mojo Socks just literally had some sort of deep net produce some English sounding things, because Jesus, reading one of these a day, that is the most incredible, insane feat. And I admire this so much. The only way that I was ever able to get through math papers and understand them was by banging my head against the wall. And now, as an adult, when I was like, ooh, I want to get into machine learning, I am completely comfortable reading machine learning papers. And when I say comfortable, I don't mean I understand them. I mean I understand that horrible feeling of smashing your head against a bunch of obtuse work, and I know it's okay. And because I'm comfortable with that, I can eventually start to get through it and start to learn some stuff. So I think this is brilliant. This is just fantastic. Other notable things from Nylon Elephant. Nylon Elephant did some attempts to learn Korean, trying to study at least 7 hours through the week, and joined a Discord channel with other Dayknights learning Korean. Moved to Korea in week 2 for a job. That's like so cool. Dad Robot wanted to become a voice actor. Finished up an audio engineering and acting class at a local college and has submitted 3 auditions. Yes, Dad Robot. Captain Patch over here. Let me just... Captain Patch, whoosh, says, in my long-term goal of learning Japanese, I will make the smaller goal of reading 1,000 pages of Japanese novels in the next 30 days. Right now, I read very slowly in Japanese, a quarter of a native reading speed, and I want to get faster as a step to improving overall fluency. Unknown words will be highlighted for later addition to flashcards as needed. Look at this, 10 days ago, I'm at 756 pages today. Going to need to spend a lot of time the next couple of days reading to catch up. I definitely feel more natural and less exhausted while reading Japanese than I did at the start. This is what it's about. just developing more comfort with whatever skill or task that you were setting out to become better at. Like, 1,000 pages is not the goal. 1,000 pages should never be the goal of a DK30. 1,000 pages is the task that you are setting out to do with the goal of being less exhausted and feeling more natural while reading Japanese. And so I think this was a brilliantly constructed project, just due to the fact that it is really clear task to do, really clear goal, even though it's a very sort of touchy-feely, technically subjective-ish thing. It's still really clear what you're trying to do. And there's ways to build on it for later, for later projects. More reading, learning more words. This is awesome. Also, time number 11277. Plan to read 4 books over the 4 weeks to prepare for my master's thesis in philosophy. It says weeks 1, 2, and 4 were success. I swapped week 3's text for a different book. Overall, this was great. Yeah, it's really simple things like that. Read a book a week. Read a book a week. As opposed to, I should really start reading for my thesis. When you start being vague like that instead of concrete, it's so easy for things to fall by the wayside. Now, I'm going to talk very briefly about some of the game jams, or some of the game dev stuff that was not part of the DK30 game jam. We're starting with Lef. Lef had an idea for a Magic-esque TCG kicking around in my head for several years. Careful! League of Legends, Riot just announced their new card game. Wow. With Riot, Blizzard, Wizards, and now Lef in the trading card game space. Man, things are heating up. Also, there's Artifact. Damn, I didn't realize I was going to get that savage. But whatever, I don't give a shit. One of the things that I love about card and board games is that they're amazingly easy to prototype. You don't need programming. You don't really need that much art. You can just sort of make it, but it's super, 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 super design heavy, and I feel like it's a great, great entry point for anyone who's interested in game development. In fact, my first, semester in my interactive media program? Yeah, my first semester was pretty much exclusively restricted to board game and board game development. So that way people wouldn't get, lost in the weeds of the technology. And look at this. Went to Office Depot with the PDFs of the cards to get them printed. Purchased sleeves from a local game store. Sleeved up the cards with junk Magic cards. Cut up the printed cards and inserted them into the sleeves. Boom, prototype made. That's what I'm talking about, Left. Hell yeah. Also, you may remember Lead Tracker from the last 30-day challenge that had a sort of puzzle platformer that I just thought was beautiful. Has continued to make more progress in this DK30 and says that would like to have my game on Steam as a free-to-play game after I finish developing it. I started taking the first steps toward this. They're now waiting on verification and still working on the game. Hell yes, Lead Tracker. That would be so cool, man. I would absolutely show this shit on stream. I'd be like, Lead Tracker, oh my god! I know Lead Tracker! Alright, this one's super near and dear to my heart. This one's super near and dear. We're going to the next category, gaming and streaming. And again, we got a lot of people doing interesting game-based things. Marth TV was setting the goal to get to the 1,000th cast on Marth's YouTube. The 1,000th cast. Now this is in Deutsch, but so you can listen to this.
Zu StarCraft 2 Replay.
I don't speak any German, but 1,000. That is so amazing. That is years and years. Been running for almost 5 years now. Obviously, I know that English is a primary language here. However, I just want to say, if any of you are interested in checking out Marth, please just, at the very least, drop in and just give him a shout out. This is so much dedication and work to produce this much content, man. I mean, damn. I only made it to Dayknight Daily 800 or some shit. 1,000 is incredible. That is incredible. The next one from I Am the Dinosaur. This is so amazing. It says, I want to stream and practice for at least 1,000 attempts at Mike Tyson. And that's the NES game Mike Tyson, Punch-Out. And whoa! Get out of there, sound mixer. Did I dox myself? Good. I didn't dox myself. I just showed that I have bows. All right, cool. I'm trying to open the volume mixer to make sure I can appropriately modulate. There we go. This video you can see in I Am the Dinosaurs project, or you can type in the URL here, or you can go to I Am the Dinosaurs Twitch page. This is a brilliant, brilliant video where I Am the Dinosaur talks about various techniques to optimize
and as
Mike Tyson's Punch-Out
project, I decided
Yeah,
to do
tell
a
him,
whole
Dinosaur.
bunch of speed runs of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. You can see over here. I've got my PB up here. And kind of wanted to take you through. I gathered data on the whole thing. That's a spreadsheet directly above my head here.
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. I watched almost all this stuff. I mean, this is like incredibly rich.
Oh, my average has just continued to get better over time. And something like this, I don't know if anybody else has done, but it was super cool for me to see, like, as I...
Yes, it is super cool for us to see I Am the Dinosaur. Is this not fucking so sick? Let me tell you, I think any sort of, like... I don't even know what to call speedrunning's superset, like the art of perfecting a game or doing artistic runs such as speed runs or you know, tool assisted runs. And I mean, like, explaining some of the all the later nitty gritties, number of runs.
All of a sudden I can start to see, like, oh man, I started to get these crazy good times more.
I mean, like, anyone who does anything this in depth is like super, super sick. I mean, this is like such a I would never come up with this sort of project. Like, not even if you were like, Sean, make up a person's other project. I would have not even able to make it up for someone else. This is like so cool. So I strongly encourage all of you to check that out if you have any interest in any, you know, optimization, speedrunning games, anything like that. Performance art, yeah, maybe it's just like game performance art. I'm trying to find the right word for the superset category. I like that one, Ikitsune. But if any of you have any interest in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, absolutely please check out I Am the Dinosaur's video. It is riveting. Moving on to the next category where we had many, many submissions. All right, let me close. Oh, shit. Oh, Bird Noun. I was going to do yours and I accidentally closed your thing. Bird Noun. This is one that I think is like so relevant to, I think, all of humanity. I am unhappy with how I use my time. My days usually consist of sleeping in, getting into work late, going home, drinking, staring at my computer, and going to bed late. Now let's stop. Raise your hand if you've ever felt like this, huh? But here's the second part that I actually that really resonates with me. I do not want to cut these activities out completely, but I feel I have allowed these activities to dominate my life to the point where I do not do anything else anymore. Holy shit. Yeah, because let me tell you something, man. I love going out to a delicious dinner with friends and having a bottle of soju. Oh, that's really fun. But it's about the rest of the context of life. And asking, how do I create the context where I'm really happy and feel really good? And when I go out, have a bottle of soju, chilling with friends, that I think, oh, man, that was a good night. Oh, I have a headache the next day, but that was worth it. How do you do that instead of going, Jesus, this again? You know, for me, for a while, it was get up and hold my phone like this. And just like, all right, what's going on in the world? Oh, that's horrible. Oh, did the president tweet again? Oh, that's fucking horrible. Just like sit there and just like, ah! And like an hour and a half would pass and I'd be like, I guess I've been awake and haven't eaten and I have to go live in 8 minutes. So I think this is super admirable. This is really connected to like really a lot of my core goals with my 30-day project, which I eventually boiled down to trying to get up early and making that the focus. But look at this. Overall, very happy with the progress. Pretty consistently go to bed before or at midnight. Usually allow me to get up sometime in the first half of the 8 o'clock hour, which ends me getting to work at 9, working full 8-hour days and gets me home around 5 p.m. This time frame for working makes me much happier compared to my previous. My NST time has also gone more or less well. I have no idea what NST stands for, not even in the slightest. I have completed several tasks that have been nagging me for a long time, and my apartment is better for it. Bird Noun. Oh, no screen time, says Bird Noun in the chat. It's wonderful. I think this is one of the most perfect... I'm trying to think of the right... This is the perfect project as a precursor to another project you might want to do. That's the word I'm looking for, precursor. You know, for instance, if I wanted to start writing a book, it's kind of hard maybe to start writing a book. Maybe what I should do is spend some time getting the habits up great, which creates the context in which I can then write a book. I think this is lovely. Other health and fitness things. Nitrous Dave was planning for a 10-mile run near his house called the Raise Adobe Days Rad 10 Miler, and I've already signed up for it. So I was training for that, and then said, well, due to the fires in my area, the race was canceled. I'm bummed, but I did run 6 miles that morning instead. I didn't quite hit my goal, but definitely got in better shape and will continue to run. Hell yes, Nitrous Dave. Chippy, I love this. Again, another health and fitness related one similar to Bird Nouns. Chippy says, if I can scroll back to it, Chippy says, after recognizing how much time I spend deep in YouTube rabbit holes, of which I am only tenuously interested, I found I was still unable to stop. It's an addiction that provides quick short-term satisfaction at the expense of real joy and contentment. It's time to reset, relearn how to sit with uncomfortable feelings like boredom, and to regain that work ethic I was once proud of. Hell yes, Chippy. That is the exact perfect kind of goal as a precursor to setting yourself up for more future awesome thingies. Another health and fitness one from Pudsey. Let's go here. Bam. This is my first month living truly on my own, and I figure it's a good time to start building healthy habits. When I live at home, I eat a lot of takeout and don't really work out that often. I've always wanted to make this change, and it seems like a great time to do it. I chose this one because Pudsey wound up saying, I did not end up working out really, but I did cook plenty. I had to go out of the country, so I was unable to really spend time focusing on this, but it worked out. I called it a success. I did lose a little weight, and I feel a lot better. Often, if you are focusing on something that's a little amorphous, like I want to get better life habits sort of things, you might pick like 4 things, and then you can go, yeah, you know what? I didn't really do 3 of them, but I did do this one, and that's good. Ooh. So I think that this is wonderful. This is one of the core principles that I'm going to talk about probably 1,000 times every time I do one of these review videos. It's about being farther along than when you started. If you have a good habit, that's going to compound hugely in the future. If Pudsey now has comfort cooking, it's going to start to take less and less and less and less focus to cook, and all that extra focus can then be devoted to the next sort of improvement task. Yeah, go health and fitness. Yeah. Okay, this one's going to be a little tricky. So Dayknight wanted to complete a drum transcription of the song Dystopia by Tesseract. And the goal has been to try to learn this as high of a proficiency as I can, trying to shoot for being able to consistently perform an album recordable level of quality in a single take. Dayknight actually recorded a video of him playing the drums, and I am not going to play this audio because I don't want this shit to be muted. If you unmute it, it's very impressive. Trust me, I love describing how on beat and on rhythm our good friend Dayknight is. Dayknight, who you see rocking out before you, yeah, hit it. Bang those drums, yes. Since I completed the video and I think it ended up going pretty well, I'm not 100% satisfied, but I feel like I should give myself some credit. I got some good feedback on how to improve in the future. I'm glad I pushed myself to complete. Let me see if we can... Alright, hopefully that doesn't completely shut the entire video down. Yeah! Dayknight is fucking sick! Heck yes. In the same vein, Agama recorded some songs in the last DK30 and wanted to do the same again. Let's see. It says, okay, I didn't do any updates, but it's been around 30 days and I managed to record 3 songs and upload them to the SoundCloud. I uploaded Summer Fairy, Anji, and Name of Life. And we can... And my understanding is that these are covers, by the way. as well as for any of you who've never played an instrument, I briefly played the piano from, I think, 6th to 9th grade. And just hitting the buttons on the piano in a way that doesn't sound like dog shit is near impossible. So I have extraordinary respect for anyone who's able to record themselves just playing an instrument live, upload it, and say, yeah, there it is. I mean, even things like electronic music, I can completely wrap my head around because I just sort of drag and drop and there it is. That's where the sound is. It's super impressive. Agama, congrats. 3 pieces in 1 month. Hell yeah. Let's see. Code and engineering. Our next category. Code and engineering had some really interesting projects in it. For instance, this one from Beowulf Bjornsson. I love programming in MTG, where MTG stands for Magic the Gathering. Rust as a language intrigues me because it has an old-school feel while having a modern twist, speaking of intrigue. By the way, I have no idea what sort of structure Rust is. Is it based on C? Is it a functional programming language? Who knows? I like to use a couple of words associated with code and make myself sound in the know. I don't really know that much, but, I just certainly sounded like I did. Cube is MTG's format that intrigues me the most, as you get to be a designer as well as a player. By the way, a cube is basically, without going into it, a cube in Magic is like a set of cards that I put together for us to play with. And you sort of take cards from different sets and put them together. Sometimes you can, make your own cards and put them in your cube. But the idea of a cube is, hey, everyone, come join. Here's the cube. Bam! And then all of us together are going to use the cards from the cube to play together. Since I learn better by doing, I want to create a very small MVP, which is a minimum viable product, that has the functionality similar to CubeTutor.com. My goal is not to build functioning deployable software. It's just to learn Rust. There's a couple things that I really love about this particular project. First of all, goal is to learn Rust. What is a really good way to learn something boring? And frankly, I speak truth. Learning programming at the very start is fucking boring. Where it's like, okay, we are now going to have different variables be assigned to each other and print them out. That's not exciting. Way later on, you know what? Way later, when you are like years deep into development, oh my God, you love programming. It's so good. It's the sickest stuff ever. Dude, like 3 years into programming, the difference between that and starting off is like learning how to spell words. 3 years deep is learning how to write really cool stories. All right? But all you're doing at the start is like, oh no, that is syntactically invalid. You're wrong. It does not compile. Yeah, it's horrible. It sucks. So I feel like a really good way to balance the boring aspects of learning in almost all forms of code is to pair it with something that is emotionally exciting and nifty, such as Magic the Gathering, right? It's great. I'm just going to merge these two together. So that's one of the aspects I like about this. Another one is just trying to create something that's similar to something else. I've heard the same thing in music. Try to compose a song that's super similar to a song you like. If you're trying to make a game that's super similar to a game that you have already played and is out there and you understand, just as a form of learning. And here, look at this. I just want to learn Rust, so I'm just going to try to make something similar to a product that already exists for reference. Super, super solid. And one of the things that was really interesting about Beowulf Bjornsson's write-up is after the first 2 weeks went according to plan, and I both watched some online classes, which were meh, and read the Rust book, which was great. After that point, I just didn't find enough energy and will to start coding the solution I originally thought about. I tried to think of something different, but I wasn't feeling it. I started working on a different idea, but stopped after just a few hours. This is unbelievably common if you are working on a skill. I've used this term with Eric before. We come up with dud goals for a lot of the projects, little coding things that we work on together, which is a goal that we're not really necessarily excited by the end goal that we've come up with, but it's a place to work towards to allow us to make progress, because what we really care about is the understanding of the material. And often when you're saying, here's my dud goal, such as I want to make something similar to Cube Tutor, you start to work this way, and now you're here with your understanding, and it's okay to stop here and go, do I actually want to keep going this way? No, let me go this way. You can just change your dud goal. I think it's so essential to have a goal because it's what allows you to day after day after day say, I'm making progress. But after 2-3 weeks, you can just bail on that and change. I mean, you're not getting paid to make something similar to Cube Tutor. No one cares if you stop, but it's you defining what you want to do in order to make your own learning achievements. So I actually totally know the video that Beowulf is referencing, this 3 blue, 1 brown polar coordinate video. And so Beowulf Bjornsson just sort of wrote his own version in Rust of this primes and polar coordinates grid. And look at this. This, you can actually download this straight from GitHub. You can see the URL right here. This graphs prime numbers on polar coordinates, and you see they make these very beautiful spirals. And when you zoom out, oh, big god rays. Oh, these points are all prime numbers graphed on polar coordinates. Pretty slick, pretty sick, pretty #thick. I just thought this was a lovely case study that I feel like is relevant to a lot of people's skill-based learning projects. You're learning a skill midway through, you just kind of change it up, and look at the amazing tool that Beowulf Bjornsson made that may not have ever gotten started without this dud goal as a framework to learn this language to eventually be able to just make something cool in it. Mwah. So sweet. Some of the other coding projects I want to briefly touch on. Coca wanted to build an executable in Golang that takes a source file and embeds a secret message using least significant bits insertion and can then extract the secret message. If you go look up Coca, that's C-O-C-A, Coca, on the Dayknight 30-day projects, you can actually get a link to this super secret project. Here's Coca. You can get a link to the super secret project. There it is, tagged release with a compiled executable. Run as administrator. Woo! Another one was ATUP, which is setup, but with an A. Wanted to try to make a .io game to learn more about programming to get a taste of game dev. I don't think I'll actually deploy it to the web, but I should strive to make a simple multiplayer game that could support many concurrent players and play with friends. That's my sort of game right there. Yeah. There's some pretty cool gameplay GIF updates in here. And again, this is included in Code and Eng for 2 reasons. One, you can categorize things however the hell you want. If you have really bad habits that you don't like and you're trying to replace them with coding, you could put it in health and fitness, right, for all we care. So, I mean, it's just an organizational tool. But also, the focus for here, second reason why ATEP put it in here is because the goal was to just learn programming. And we have some, look at this week 4. What? What? Why isn't it working? Okay, that's fine. I was like, oh my god, what if they all don't load? God, day 9 would never, ever do that. This is very nifty. Woo, little interactables, woo. Some other ones I wanted to note. This is a super sick one. This is from Kirby O. Kirby O's project that I thought was super slick, super sick. I just closed it. All right, well that's our show. I just closed all the projects. Okay, I got it back again. Thank you, Chrome, for giving me those tabs back. Curbio has a fascinating coding project that I just love, which is I checked with some Etsy sellers and no one has set up an application to put Etsy listings onto Facebook catalog compatible format, which then allows you to tag your products on Instagram. So I wrote a Python script months ago when I couldn't find an app, but after discussing it with other sellers, I wanted to take the extra time to put it up onto the internet so other people can use it. And look at this, Curbio, 38 minutes ago. It's actually, that seems outdated. There we go. 2 hours ago, posted the Beagle integration link. This, I feel like this is something that I've heard programming is about for years and years. You have a problem, you can code up a solution. And frankly, for me, it's like, I'm bored, so I can code up something. Right? That's the way I program, right? I'm very, very bored, and I'm having existential angst. I'm going to code anything that does stuff and feel like a wizard. Yeah, that's pretty good. Here we have, look at Curbio actually being a useful person instead of a squalor goblin. This is excellent. And you can check this out here. Oh my god, yeah. We're getting into some visual art. The George was trying to do a watercoloring sketch of Mr. Mushroom Man from Monday to Friday. I will experiment with watercolor, taking notes on what I learned, what I want to learn, or what I learned from watching other people. I'm going to keep this easy and fun. Have fun with watercolor, whoop-de-doop. And, I mean, this Instagram is actually incredible. From the George. Okay, so here's Wednesday, my dude. This is 4 hours ago. I'm going to click on this. Look at just how... Get out of here. Look at just how beautiful this is. And there's some, additional comments where in the previous page where George sort of analyzes what he likes and doesn't like. And I love the sort of Ira Glass method of creativity, which is don't necessarily try to make good art all the time. Try to make a lot of art and then have good taste. So don't, and the George does this wonderfully in some of the analysis. The George says, here's what I liked, here's what I didn't like, here's what I want to improve. And then just says that's what he's going to do for some of the future ones. And if you click here, I mean, I want you to just be in awe at just the sheer style, skill, and quality of this. I mean, look at all these various pieces that have been getting created. I mean, this is sick. Like, let me tell you something. I can't do any art, like, at all. Unless you consider yelling at a webcam a form of art. Which, what are you going to do? I mean, I assume that this is Mr. Mushroom Man, maybe? I mean, this is just so cool. So, feel free. The George. Oh, I guess it's Georgina. I think I've been saying he instead of sheeb. Whoopsie dipsy. Apologies. Apologies, Georgina. But yeah, look at this. I still feel like I'm rushing a little. Tomorrow I'm going to do one layer at a time tomorrow. I'm also going to do Mr. Mushroom a lot bigger. I feel like he gets lost in the colors. I just think his sort of analysis is just fantastic. The Mine Knight endeavored to build most, if not all, of my Warhammer Age of Sigmar figurines. Oh my gosh, yes. And the project was something, this is after the fact, Mine Knight was saying the project was something that I was going to do for myself regardless, but putting it into a structured setting has helped me a lot and given the motivation to keep it going with persevere through setbacks and everything. It was a really interesting experience. Next time, I will do more coloring. Some miniature photos in there. Pip Mia painted a picture every day for 30 days, any size. And updates stop before the end, but there's a bunch of really nice art in there. Let me open up, damn you. Pip Mia is just, again, lots and lots of watercolors, one a day. Just really, really lovely. I'm such a big fan of art via volume. Oh, I loved this one. This was from Harris. Harris says, this time around, I want to do some modeling in Blender. I've got a character I've been drawing for about 9 years, and I want to see them finally come to life. And look at that model. Look at that model. Like, modeling something in 3D in Blender, it's actually impossible. I don't know if any of you ever tried to do this. I have tried. I've opened up Blender, and I took a cube, and after hours, I had a cube. Like, it's so incredible. A lot of what I find really amazing about this piece in particular is the hair and the fabric. Like, the way the fabric kind of, like, has a weight there is just really nice. I mean, this is really great. It says, here's the final model with a simple rig and some base colors. Both are a bit wonky in some areas. Somewhere between 50 and 55 hours total to get this far from a cube. Ha ha. No. That's amazing. And again, really, really just benign prompt. Oh yeah, I've been drawing a character for a while. I'll try to model a character. Incredible work. Talk G. Wanted to make short comics and upload them. Subject matter quality doesn't matter. Just make more comics and make sure they're uploaded. And this is... Uh-oh. Oh my god, I don't have it. I don't have it. I gotta reopen it, everyone. I'm so sorry that I closed it. Oh my god, there we go. Make short comics and upload them daily. Look at this. So, I did the thing. Milestone reached, comic 30 out of 30. Look at this self-referential art. Oh, yeah. Isn't 30 days a little short for a celebration? Oh, it is, absolutely. But I don't care. This is the kind of thing I'd like to do for a long time. A month isn't that long. But this is also the first time in years that I've set and reached a goal for myself. Sad Brain TM makes it hard, you know. So this is progress. Small, sure, but it's real progress. And that is worth celebrating, I think. 30-day project numbers and stuff. Oh, by the way, this is, let me tell you, I don't know if you guys were listening to me about 4 minutes ago. I can't do any art. You know what I do? I didn't make something beautiful like this. I just stood in front of you and was like, I was trying to go to bed, but I really couldn't. And that's when I realized I gotta go to bed. I just fucking say it. I say it. That's all I can do. Look at this beautiful. 30 comics mage. Number of times I've used this face as a punchline. 7. Hi. Total number of panels, 157. Comics still to come. Many. Thanks for reading these dumb comics. I'm gonna go have some whiskey. Cheers. Hey, cheers to you. I don't have anything alcoholic, but I do have some coffee with an extra shot of espresso, because I like my caffeine. Oh my god. It's Inch. Follow It's Inch on Instagram. Please follow It's Inch on Twitter, or at the very least, send a shout out. I think that is incroyablement. And honestly, there's a lot of charm in that writing, too. You know, comics are I feel technically a visual art, but I feel like the writing just... Writing and comics combined with the facial expressions, that seems hard. That was very... I almost knocked my coffee over. It's very French kiss. Last category we're going to look at before hopping into the DK30 game jam is writing. Here, let me... So this is from... Uh-oh. Alright, the great closing of the projects is still getting undone. There we go. This one is from Satan. Satan himself. So recently I joined a community of people who do world building on a communal map to then later maybe host Dungeons & Dragons in. I've been meaning to work on a homebrew setting for a long time, so I decided to take this project to help me persevere in fleshing out the setting. Oh, and weekends are my days off unless I feel driven to write. Great. Pushing yourself is one part of the 30-day project challenge, but also having boundaries so you don't go fucking insane is another really important part. I have found that, for instance, for myself with my own process, I like to work in very bursty fashion. I like to, for instance, wake up on a Saturday and work all day on something until I'm exhausted and then go to bed. And then do the same thing, get up on Sunday, work all day until I'm exhausted and then go to bed. And then be like, it's Monday. I'm not doing shit. And just not do anything Monday and Tuesday related to the project. And then on Wednesday, start to have a little more motivation. Then Thursday, work all Thursday. You know, I like to do these marathon sessions and then chill. And then marathon sessions and then chill. And here, Satan is just going, oh yeah, weekends are my days off unless I feel driven to write. Perfect. That's very, very perfect. Identify like, yeah, no, I mean, I'm going to work hard on this, but I'm not going to work on my weekends, man. That's important. One of the things that made me want to choose to showcase this one from Satan was this Things I Learned section. I do not like the act of organizing. I like being organized. I don't like having a long list of things that I feel like I have to do. I like checking things off a long list of things I need to do. When knowing what I need to be writing, on average, I write less and it takes me longer. When completely left to my own devices, I write more, a lot quicker, provided I'm feeling inspired. When I'm on a deadline, and I haven't accomplished my goal for the deadline yet, I feel really anxious, but I get a burst of energy. I knew this before. What I didn't know is that it also applied without real pressure, like your grade for university, a translation that needs to be done by a certain time, date, etc. Yeah, if you set your own goals and you're like, I have to get this done for my 30-day project to stay on track, like that can really help. That personally helps me a ton. I'm really bad at being happy with what I've finished, always wanting to do more. part of me thinks that's just a healthy creative attitude. It just means you're going to continue to produce. Satan has a number of really lovely evaluations of the weeks and of the entire process. I encourage you to check that out. But I really loved this list of 4 in particular. I feel like it's so important to be organized. It's so important to be organized. So you have to set aside time to do it, acknowledge that you don't like it, and then reap the rewards of having been organized. It's great. And the last one from writing was Leuven. How do you say your name? Sorry, Leuven said, I wanted to finish line edits for my first book, focusing on sentence clarity and removal of unnecessary words. Adverbs, the word just. Oh yeah, this is I love this word. The word is pleonasm. A pleonasm, or something that is pleonastic, is something that can be removed from a sentence without changing its meaning. For instance, I just knew that he was the killer can be changed to I knew he was the killer. You don't need the just, you don't need the that. So words like just, words like that. It's very easy to write in a very pleonastic setting, or excuse me, pleonastic manner, because humans tend to speak in a pleonastic manner. And if you're just thinking and writing, you can kind of have these bloated sentences that feel like they just take a little long to say what they're trying to say. When I finish that, I want to update my query letter following advice I received at a writing conference. A query letter is a thing that you send to an agent where you're just like, hey, I'm awesome, my book is awesome, and here's why you're going to want to read it. And then upon that query letter, they may request some of your book. When that is done, I will begin major content editing for my 3rd book. And as if we haven't talked enough about how things change throughout, I wanted to point to Leuven's sort of overestimation instead of underestimation. Leuven writes, I severely overestimated most of my goals for this project. I managed to finish the major goal for the first 2 weeks in just under a week and a half. I even took quite a few days off during the month, and I still managed to finish my pie-in-the-sky goal of cleaning up my 3rd book enough to send to alpha readers. The process is the most important part of 30-day projects. The process that produces the work. And so a huge benefit is going, oh, I now have a much better sense of how long it takes me to do line edits, how long it takes me to do large content edits, how long it takes me to do a query letter. You just get a better sense of things. So that way, if you're just by yourself thinking about doing writing in the future, all of a sudden your brain can just produce much more accurate timelines. And I've talked about this in the context of just, playing games. It's okay if you have a plan that's bad. Having a bad plan is fine. What is bad, what's actually horrible is having no plan. Because if you have no plan, what are you adjusting? If you have a bad plan, you can go, okay, this plan was bad. And then this allows you to ask questions, such as, why was it bad? Why did I think it was good, and is that statement wrong? What is wrong with it? It gives you a starting place to adjust. And same thing with these 30-day projects. If you say, here's what I'm going to do week 1, 2, 3, and 4, and all of a sudden you're in week 2 and you're like, I finished my project. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool that you can now adjust in your mind how you're going to be able to plan in the future. So I wanted to say before we hop into the Game Jam games that I'm just so proud of everyone who participated in this. It is such a pain in the ass with the world being as insane as it is lately to be motivated to start working on small things. I personally have found that it's very easy for me to just refresh the news, refresh social media, get stressed, turn on a Korean drama, enjoy 2 hours of that, then go, oh, it's bedtime, and then rinse and repeat and all that sort of things. And I find that I need to have some structure to sort of shake myself out of spinning my wheels as a person and onto working on projects and things that I really care about that are meaningful to me. And all of you did an amazing job making all this progress. There's even some people who did 1 week of work and then just had a personal issue or something and were unable to continue. And even after 1 week, you're farther along than where you started. You're amazing and I'm proud. Great job, everyone. I'm now going to drink some water. And we're going to go into Game Jam in just a second, but I want to remind all of you, if this is in any way interesting to you, the whole point of the 30-day projects, once again, is the following. Pick something big that you want to achieve. Then think of a 1-month project that is a very small step towards that big thing. And then take that 1-month project, break it into 4 weeks with your 1-week goals being set out. Set aside time for it. And then when the next DK30 rolls around, we all begin them together and spend 1 month trying to better ourselves. The next one's going to be mid-January, just after the new year begins, when everyone's all hyped and excited about New Year's resolutions. We don't have an exact date, but I wanted to let all of you know that we will be doing this starting in mid-January. So it's not going to be on like the 3rd of January or something like that. I'll be back streaming and pumping it up a little bit. So yeah, let's talk about the Game Jam. All right, let's All right, let me show you these. There's actually 6 games, although there are 5 that I have that we're going to be playing. Bam. So, the 30-day projects. One of the things that we were wanting to do, this has been somewhat frequently requested, is that there is a game development category for DK30, and there's a lot of people who are, like, I'm an artist, but I don't know how to program, or I am a programmer, and I don't know how to do art, or I'm a complete empty vessel, and I don't know how to do anything, but I love games. I'm just kidding. There's people with different skill sets, and how do we get those different people and plug them into one another? So, with the DK30 Game Jam, we had a whole bunch of people submit their various skill sets that they had and tried to match them based upon interests and things like that. With the following... God, my nose is so itchy, and it's your fault, Despian. I love you. With the following prompt, day and night. The whole point of a prompt in a Game Jam is to drop some theme on the unsuspecting developers at the beginning of the Game Jam, and then everyone works on doing something inspired by this theme within the time frame of the Game Jam. So our time frame was about a month. About a month, again, concurrent with the DK30. Now, if this were an official Game Jam with like a judging panel and some stuff like that, we'd probably be, much more strict about evaluating these submissions. This is a for fun thing, so we really don't give that much of a shit. If you want to see any of the games, you can go to the itch.io/jam/DK30. I mean, it's really easy. You can just Google DK30 Game Jam. We're going to look at some of these that have a day and night theme. I will be playing them, and I will be talking about them. Let me open up the folder with all of them in it. My scroll wheel on my mouse is broken, so it just keeps going vup, 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 vup. All right, which one is build 14? Is this Escape from Planet Death? Hold on, let me see if I can. Yeah, this is one. We're gonna kick off with this one. All right, I have notes. I want to make sure I get all the proper crediting. Yes. All right. The first one we're going to look at is Escape from Planet Death. By the way, when you go to the page, it arranges these in different orders, so I have them ordered a little differently than is on this page. But this is Escape from Planet Death. It is a game about getting off a barren planet as quickly as possible, just to do it all over again. Balance your temperature, build a rocket, and watch out for meteorites. We have all the fantastic credits here. We have Chuckles Lord on the keyboard with programming. We have Gladimus with sound and game design. We have Jexes with the pixel art. Mitch also did some programming. Ray also did some art. And let me make sure that my volume controls are not too loud. Okay, here we go. And this is where my computer's like, are you sure you want to open this game? Excellent. All right, Escape from Planet Death. Okay. Is a mouse and keyboard game. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to ignore the text. I know that as a gamer, you're like, oh, I have to read shit. Fuck that. Hit the begin button. But you forget, this is not a completed product. This is not one of the mini games that was announced by Riot yesterday. No, this is something that was pooped out in a month recreationally in people's free time. So as I learned the hard way, you really got to read this stuff, man. Placing a mine is key one. This is how I gather resources. And then I need to build a rocket base, a rocket middle, and a rocket top on the planet. Spacebar confirms the construction wherever I want. E is what I use to interact. And building placement is escape. And then it very conveniently allows me to just close the whole fucking game if I want to. So let us begin. Now, you might be wondering, where's the sound? Okay, so here's me. I have to stay on the planet. I have to stay in the darkness. Do you see the day-night theme? See the day-night theme? Now, watch what happens. Oh, by the way, look at my score. You see how my score is slowly going down? Oh, there's meteorites. Look out. Now, if I wander out here, listen to that audio. I'm on fire! Ah! Ah! Okay. Oh, Jesus. It looks like I've sufficiently burned myself that I'm losing health really quickly. Did I burn a hole through my suit? I actually think I'm dead. It's okay. I'm just going to become cooked day 9. Alt Q. Okay, cool. Thank God they had that get out of jail free card. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to start planting these mines, okay? And if I hit E at them, I can get money from them. Alright, now, what's going to happen... Okay, let's see if I can just get one more load out of this. Okay, I can. So see, I got to plant the mine. See how it's green? It has a lot of ore in there. It has a lot of ore for your pal Sean. So I have to quickly get back around there, and I have to collect that money. I got to stay in the darkness, man. Jesus, why do I die so fast? This game is... It's so hard. Oh, wait. I'm too cold on me. Alright, I forgot that I have to stay in the sun to get warm. Oh my god, I forgot that I was freezing to death. Oh shit, I got hit by a meteorite. Alright, so now my health has stopped. I gotta cook in the sun, but the mines, these mines, they also take damage when they are in the sun for too long. So let me just plant these a little bit more. Okay, there we go. See my mines starting to disappear? Alright. I love macroing, so I'm gonna go ahead and pump these things up, man. Come on. Alright, now I guess I'm too hot. Now I'm cooking with... Now I'm cooking with portals. I only have 15 health left, but that's fine. I like living life on the edge. You guys wish you lived life on the edge like me, man. Let me tell you. Alright. I don't know if I actually want to plant more of these. And you can see the day-night cycle theme. Ugh. Alright, I love macro. I will be the wealthiest man with no clothes on a planet. Yes. I'm getting so much money. Yeah, get some money. Alright, all my mines burnt up, man. This sucks. Alright, I'm gonna need 600 total. I think that these mines can give me everything I need. Alright, my other mine's burned up in the sun. Are we planting sunflowers? You know it, unemployed Shaku. God, you have to be so careful, man. Look at that audio. Look at that. Listen to that sizzle reel. Uh-oh, get out of the way. Alright, I almost have enough for all the rockets. Okay, I have 600. Okay, so I need to go to... Oh, it takes a while to build? Oh, shit. Alright, here's... Okay, hold on. My rocket's getting built. Do you want to see my rocket? Alright, hold on. My rocket's almost done. My rocket's almost done. We're doing it. Yes. I escaped the planet. Time to do it all over again. Okay. Oh, dude. Congratulations, team. How do you close your game? Wait, never mind. You hit Alt-Q. You hit Alt-Q. Oh, my God. Congratulations, team. Escape from planet Death. Yes. Yeah. It's really tragic that all you ever do in the world is just keep reliving hell over and over and over and over again. If you want to play that and all its future levels, you can once again go to the Day9 30-Day Project itch.io page. All right, we're now going to look at Sterling Eclipse. Oh, yeah, Sterling Eclipse. Bam. Boom. Sterling Engine is a puzzle racing game set on the surface of a mysterious world. The Sterling Engine depends on the difference between hot and cold. You see, day-night got turned to hot-cold. You see the theme? Bam, there it is. Use power-ups in the environment to keep your speed up if you can beat other people's time to the goal. Yes. All right, who are some of the people that worked on this? Because I don't see them listed here. Sterling Eclipse. Ah, yes. Aster Piano did the art. Corius DM did the programming and design. Inertius did the programming and design. TSC Burndy did some of that programming. Okay, you guys, I hope you guys like synth, because you're gonna love Sterling Eclipse. All right, let me open up my volume mixer. Where are you at? Oh yeah, let's see how long the sound loop is. This is something about this synth that I just find so goofy and so charming. All right. And my understanding is that it has like an online component, because I was playing and there were other cars floating around me. But let me show you the tutorial. Play the tutorial. Heat and cooling are the two resources the Sterling engine of the craft uses for fuel. They are displayed by the red and blue bars in the bottom right of the screen. Got it! While each of the fuels by themselves only provide the engine with a small boost, it will only run at full power if it is provided with both sufficient heat and cooling. The engine power is displayed as a green bar in the bottom right. Got it! In each scenario, fuel will be used up quite quickly. To replenish it, you can collect pickups on your way. Try collecting the two right in front of you. Got it! Woohoo! It's a little 9 ship. Look how cute this thing is. Holy shit. This frame rate is... Wow! Are you guys getting that choppy frame rate? Hell yeah, guys. You guys, you just didn't... You didn't optimize this for streaming. I mean, what if I... Can I adjust the size of this? Wow. Whatever, watch me chop. Now the thing is that this thing works just fine. It's running smoothly on my computer, but you see how my webcam is dropping frames? Doesn't matter to me. If you don't play this game, look at this. I pick this up, I'm moving faster, pick this up, boom. Another way to replenish your fuel is by driving close to zones with extreme temperatures, like the lava patch on the right or the shaded area on the left. The deeper you are in the zone, the faster you will charge it up. So see how I'm at like 60 on my hot, 60 on my cold, and therefore my orange, which is my actual core speed. If I go into here, look at this. It fills up my heat when I'm on top of those lava zones. Oh yeah. When driving through these zones, you have to be careful. It's driving directly over the lava or too deep in the shadow zone will overwhelm the engine and deplete the opposite resources. Got it. Oh. Alright, so I gotta get out of here. Oh no, you've overheated. Your craft is gonna explode. Got it. So what I have to do is I have to go to these cool areas. And this will replenish the cool. Woohoo! Yeah! Alright, here's the next level. We have Biezer. Is this... Alright, it looks like it's running smoothly, right? So I pick this up. Yeah, I got my cold. Then I can start to heat up. See, I'm heating up. Oh! Alright, get both hot and cold. Hot and cold. Hot and cold. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I'm going so fast, man. But I'm in the shadows. Oh, no. Oh, Eric and Woody Adrian, they all died over here. Oh, shit. We all lost. By the way, spacebar immediately restarts, okay? Yeah, this is running fine now, man. I don't understand. Alright, I gotta heat up. Alright, we got some music, we got some beats going. I think I'm gonna hang right here. Shit. Alright. Dude, this is where it's at. Just riding the rim. Oh, here we go. Oh shit. Need to get into the cool. Need both hot and cold. Okay. Yeah, alright, who's ready to rant? Oh, yes, this fucking game. Alright, hold on, reverse. Okay, the heat's building up, the heat's building back up. Alright, now I gotta build up that cool. Please get in the cool. You're in the cold! It's so cold here, can't you see? Alright, so I gotta get in the cold, and then I gotta stand near here, I gotta build up some heat, build up some momentum. Here we go. Yes! Holy shit, there's a lot of you that have played this game. Yeah, I'm going on to the next one. Alright. Yeah, Sterling Eclipse, let's go. Alright, I probably have to stay on these dark patches and just do some edging right along that fire tune. Who did the music in this one? Who did those sterling sweet beats? I need enough momentum. Fuck. Alright. You guys can play this on your own. Hell yeah, Sterling Eclipse, folks, man. Astra Piano Corey's DM Inertius, TSC burned. Yeah. Yeah. I really like the playing with... Oh shit, did I close everything again? Yeah, I totally closed everything again. This is about par for the course for your pal Sean. Alright, where's Pokini Beach? Alright, so this one, how do I... Let me just hit the refresh button. This is Pokini Beach. This is number 4 here, an arcadey skee-ball game. Let's just read it. I am making a game about cute girls having fun at the beach. This is a prototype to test the core movement mechanics. You can use your keyboard or gamepad to play skee-ball by smacking the ball around. Yes. Throw yourself into the ball automatically to hit it. If you time your hit well, you can see the hit spark, and time will briefly pause. You can aim the ball by moving during this period of time. Oh. Stand still and hold dash to emote. This doesn't do anything except look cute. Nice. Now, I will note, again, if this were like an official gameplay competition, I would be like, where's the day and night aspect? But, you know, the volleyball looks like a sun and everything else is sort of dark. Fine by us. Here I am. And actually, surprisingly nice animation given the time frames. Here's my jump. Ugh. Jump. Ugh. So here's the ball. We're going to hit the ball. Ugh. Space dash. Alright, so I have to hit it higher and higher and higher and higher. For full development on Twitter, follow Bikini Beach. Oh shit, I just dunked into the ground. This is much more of like it feels like it's in a toy state, much less in a like game state. Faux sure. But I'm gonna try to... I knocked it underneath. No. No. Oh, it went, ooh, and it slowed down. Oh, shit. All right, hold on, if I can, oh my God, I'm like way over here. I had no idea where I was. Okay, I'm gonna knock it up. All right, let's find out where we all, there were some really nice update posts from Pokini Beach in the 30-day challenge room. About trying to add more feelings of impact and whatnot in there. Oh yeah, let's emote. Look at me, I'm emoting. Look at me emote. Yeah. Put my hands together. I go down, I go up. You wanna fuck with these guns? Alright. Alright, I jump wackety wood. Has anyone gotten this all the way up? Has anybody? Has anybody? Oh! Aw, shit. Okay, so I think I need to hit it back. I need to hit it up, I believe. So I'm gonna hit it like this, and then I'm gonna jump. And then I think I need to just like jump dash straight into it. Yes! Oh my god, it's a skee ball thing! I've never actually gotten up here. Oh, and of course there's a 69. Alright, I got 9 points. I don't give a shit. I'm stopping there, man. That is enough points for me, man. On brand. That's right, on brand. You can get 10, 0, 10,000, 9,999, 69, or 9. Ah, 9's all around. Bikini Beach. Bikini Beach. Not really sure how it relates to the day-night theme, but, you know, make it a little more explicit next time. Alright, it's time for some Wild Child. Alright, let's go back. We're going to do some Wild Child. Wild Child is... Alright, I'll come back here. Bam. Wild Child right here. Bam. Wild Child Twitch page. Oh, look at that charming art. A game jam project by Miju Games. Want to explore the land, gather collectibles, and befriend wild animals? Then you sure are a wild child. Oh, zingo dingo. Look at this. Ooh. Oh, yes. Ah. Alright. My web bork. Alright. Alright, cool. Should be synced again. Oh, yes. Miju Games. It is a small team of 2 people, 1 dev, 1 artist, willing to make quality content. We are already busy making new projects for which we have tons of ideas. Stay tuned. We're going to fire up this one. This is absolutely going to lag my camera like crazy. The Miju Games folks were tweeting about this, so I regularly saw them tagged in the arts, and I greatly appreciate the updates. I really like the art style of this. We're going to check it out, Miju Games folks. Wild Child. Wild Child, open up. Who's ready for some frame drops from your pal Sean? Or maybe, hey, this is actually looking smooth. Lovely little art. And I just want to show you this from... Oh, let me get my controller up. If you're seeing any stutteriness in the camera, that is actually accurate. Oh my god, it saved where I was located before. There's this rock over here I want to climb up. So maybe I can climb up to the top of this hill and show you. There's actually a pretty large area and world to explore. And yes, some of these frame stutterings, these are actually just part of the game. These are actually part of the game. My webcam seems to be handling everything okay. And, I mean, I love when there's situations like this where you just see a large world and you can wander around in it. And if you're interested in exploring around, a lot of what you do is you go around and you pick up some of these objects, and you'll see that there are various animals on the screen. And you'll find these animals around in the area, and they want various types of objects. So, the deer told me that it wanted 100 roses. So I must find roses. What happens if you go into the water? What even happens? Oh, look, we got a moose. Oh, look at this moose. Oh, yeah, what happens if I... Oh, I can just move these out of the way. What up? I want 6 woods. Alright, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. It's a heart. He loves me. Oh my god, this moose just loves your pal Dayknight. Hell yeah. And there's a lot of art assets that are actually, like, modeled. And as a recommendation, I really like the look of these sort of like, let me just turn this down. Sorry, I forgot to turn it down, so I'm like screaming over the game's music. This art style, I really like, where you have very simple polyhedra, to represent objects, and there's little to no texturing on top of anything. You know, like for instance, these tree trunks, these have a little bit of texturing. You see the black hash marks on the tree trunk. But then if I go to something like this tree, there's just really basic texturing on the outside. And I love games where you just wander around. Okay, it doesn't let me drown myself. Well, boo. Friend says, what's the name of this visual style that a bunch of games are doing lately? I don't know. I don't know what it's called. Like Astroneer has a visual style similar to this. But feel free to check out. It's Wild Child. In terms of what connection does this have to the Dayknight theme, I have absolutely no idea. This appears to just be a game that was submitted. I mean, I don't know. Maybe in the next game jam, I'll ask everyone to submit what the reasoning was that connects back to the theme. Because if you ask me right now, I don't know. But you know, then again, we don't especially care. we don't especially care. This is not a super official game jam. Maybe the Dayknight cycle is actually going to emerge over the course of the game. Look, I can see everything underneath the world. Oh. Yeah, maybe this does have a Dayknight cycle and things change then. In which case, it's completely and utterly obvious, but I played the game for like 10 minutes and then closed it. Oh, here we go. Here's a nice vantage point. Yes, worlds to explore. Alright, let me escape and quit. Wild Child. Alright, let's take a look back at our games list. Ah, yes. Witty Adrian. Witty Adrian and Wittyware. Submitted Graveyard Farmer. Defend your base from undead by growing magical plants and crafting new spells. Ah, a thing of beauty. A thing of beauty. This is the one-man show, Witty Adrian. And if any of you want to one-man it up, that's totally fine. We are totally cool with that. The whole goal of the game jam is to link up those who are interested in being linked. The prompt is... After a year of hard work on the magic farm, you need a break, so you decide to go camping in the peaceful forest. However, this forest is anything but peaceful, as you decide to pitch your tent next to a haunted graveyard. Each night the undead roam the forest, looking for easy prey to attack. You must use your magical green fingers to craft powerful spells and keep them at bay. Excellent. Alright, let me see if I can do this thing properly, because this actually had a good amount of stuff going on. Graveyard Farmer. And so the connection to the theme is the Dayknight, where during the day I must be very, very careful. Let me actually adjust the volume for this. During the day I must be very, very careful to plan out my routes efficiently and plan them out well, for I will soon be needing to stay alive at night. Alright, so I have some instructions. Start the game. Oh shit, I'm hitting a bug. I'm not touching anything and I'm walking. Witty Adrian. Oh my god, wait, hold on. Maybe it's a bug with tabbing back in? What happened? Oh my god. Oh! There we go. I had my controller plugged in. Alright, step 1. I have to go pick up the shovel. Pick E to pick up the shovel. Done. I have it. Go collect mushrooms, lily pads, and grass seeds from the forest. Okay. Pick up the green seeds. I have so many seeds. Okay. Uh-oh, there's some graveyards. Alright, we got a mushroom here. Oh, God. It's daytime, you can see it. Okay. Jeez. Oh my god, look how fast the sun moves. This planet has to be the smallest thing. Oh. Alright, what else do I need? I need lily pads. Okay, I'm gonna get the lily pads. Out of my way. Those lily pads. I made air dirt. Is it air dirt? Yes. I assume that I'm doing it wrong, but that's okay. How do I get the lily pad? Yes, I got the blue plant now. Yes. Give me the... inventory is full. Okay, fuck it. I'm going back. Okay, go back to base, use the shovel to dig, then place the seed in the hole. Okay. Boom. Select 3. Planted it. Boom, boom. Alright, this is some serious farming action. Planting the green seed. Alright, hold on. We're doing it. We're doing 6. Alright, I can scroll wheel it. Nice. 7, 8. Oh, the camera's a little choppy. Oh, God. I'm hanging in there as best I can. What do I do now? Okay, go back to your base. Okay, at night, use the wand on zombies. They don't attack you. Only your tent. In the morning, walk up to the plants and eat to harvest them. Okay. Where's my wand? I found my wand. Holy shit. Flintlock. Okay, so it appears that I have spells. Okay, what is this? Leaf Arrow Flux Lightning Spell Sword? I need 22 blues? Jesus, holy shit. Alright, so I'm just gonna go get lily pads, man. It's time for blue 22. Hut! Alright. Nice icons, yeah. Come here. I need so much blue. Are you kidding me, man? Flux lightning. Flux lightning. All right, give me these L pads. Hey, Woody Adrian, is this a bug where I can just plant dirt in the sky like this? Bam! There it is. One of these land lily pads. Get some landy pads. Bam! Give me them. I may as well get some shrooms. Pick up the red plant. By the way, the sensitivity on this is crazy high. Like, look when I hold left. I just like, whoa! The zombies are coming. Alright, I assume I can actually plant these, like, way closer than I am, huh? Shit. Night 1, can I harvest these? Shit. Where are the zombies? Ah! Where the shit are these guys? I heard one. I heard a zombie, Where's the zombies? Holy shit! Beat the shit out of him. He's so small! He's so small. It's a baby zombie. We got child zombies coming in here. Oh my god, he's high-fiving my base. Fucking kill this child. We're grounded. Alright. Here he's coming. You don't get to come in. So they only attack my tent. What is this? Oh shit. You want to go? Oh shit, you're right there. Suspended. Oh shit, they're everywhere. Hold on, this guy dropped money. I'm gonna turn these kids into blackberries and pick them up, put them in my pocket, snack on their bodies later. Oh shit, there's one right here. I heard that soft whooping sound. Day 2? Is it morning? Are we okay? Alright, this is not my most organized farm. Woody Adrian, you've made a real gameplay loop here, my friend. Ooh, they each give 3? Oh, fuck yeah. Look at them all flying in my fucking backpack. Oh, shit. Alright, we're gonna play this until we get Flux Lightning, and then I'm bailing. Come here, my blue seeds. Oh, there's a jump button. All games are made better with a jump button.
Why doesn't it have jump? It's not, it's bad. It's a bad game.
Come here. Why do I have to... Adrian, why you make me turn something into something to then pick up? Just let me pick it up. Let me pick it up, Adrian. Young man. Young man! Alright. Don't fuck with me. I'll make ground appear in the sky. Oh, wait. I'm full. I'm full. Where's my home? Okay. We're actually digging outside here. Three. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Flux lightning. Flux lightning! Oh shit, I have half health on my tent. I better not lose, I'll be so fucking mad. Alright, I need black and blue, no problem. No problem, no problem. Zombies are coming. In an infinite, procedurally generated, open-world farming zombie game, Witty Adrian lets players go wherever they want, do whatever they want, farm whatever they want, as long as they turn that icon into something that they can pick up and then pick it up. 3 button presses is not enough. Give me the blue. Get this tree out of the way. Get this tree the fuck out of the way. Okay, hold on. Oof. Where's my home? There it is. Is there a Battle Royale mode? I think there's gonna be, Onderin. I think there's gonna be. I really want to get Flux Lightning. If I lose to these babies... Alright, I'm ready to go, man. What if I body block this? Can't I maybe prevent the babies? Oh, can you climb Skyder? That's an interesting question. I think the bug exists by ponds. I'll find it out after I fend the babies off. Alright. Bring it on. I fucking hate babies, man. I snap them in half like baby carrots. The best way to handle a baby. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god. I hear you. I hear you, babies. Stop making noises at me. Holy shit! It's a pale baby. Cracked. Oh, you can't hide from me. You can't hide from me. Where are these babies at? Where are these babies at, huh? 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 Yeah, open up. Come on. Come on, baby. That's one bad baby, man. Baby didn't stand a chance, man. Oh my god! It's a tornado skella baby! Stop spinning on my tent. Oh! Alright, let's see if we can pathfinding block him. No, he just pushes me right out of the way. That's it? Okay. Alright, I have enough of the black, but do I have enough of the blue? Oh my god, look at all that blue spilling into my purse. My man purse. Ugh. Come here, come here, come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Ooh. Oh shit. I spent the money. Alright, so... Oh, where my babies at? Where my babies at? Where my babies at? Oh my god, can it be night? Can I zoom forward? Someone set an alarm for evening. I got some babies to get lit. Oh my god, I want to yeet lightning straight into their foreheads. Bam. Alright, looks like we ain't doing any farming tonight, man. Woo! Yeah, alright. Itty bitty witty A. Letting me farm and shoot up babies. Alright, let's plant here. Let's plant and plant and plant. Wait, why does it travel now? I didn't see it traveling before. Oh shit. Flux lightning. Dude, I don't even give a shit. Oh, there is a skip. This is so good. Come on. Where my babies at? Crunched. Crunched, cracked. Oh shit. I hear him. Oh yeah. These are some intense spinny zombie babies. I gotta stop in a second because my motion sickness is gonna absolutely ruin me, man. The up and down bob. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's professional tuxedo baby. I can't get it to stop exploding. Grounded. Oh, shit. Well, that's a very nice game over screen, but I'm fucking sad. But I'm sad. Press F to spare his back. Spam those Fs in the chat for your boy Dayknight. He's DED dead. He's a dead guy. He's so not alive anymore. He's not alive anymore. He's not alive anymore. Alright, we got one more game that we're going to show. This is from Bardler. We got a YouTube video, so that way I can just talk instead of actually playing and being terrible. It says, using Stardew Valley farming mechanics as a design guide, I want to make a straightforward farming game loop where the player can buy seeds, plant, water, tend the plants, harvest, and then sell the fruit veggies for profit with a day-night cycle. This is a video from Bardler. Music credit by Stefan something. Oh my god. You know, I was saying earlier, if you're ever looking to develop some sort of new skill set, such as anything creative, copying someone, copying some set of mechanics and saying, I'm going to mostly do that with my little twist, is great. And look at Bardler. Just wanted to set up kind of a Stardew Valley-esque farming situation. Collecting all them fruit. Uh-oh. Finding seeds in the forest. It's hour 8. Look up in the top. Look at that UI. Hour 8, minute 15. Oh, look, there's the market. Oh, look, you see things getting sold? And looks like things are going to get bought. Uh-oh. Seeds are yeeting themselves onto the ground right now. It's hour 9. That is the hour of our Lord Dayknight, yes. Alright, looks like, uh-oh, we got some hoeing going down. Look at the earth being tilled, ready for whatever it is. I see some carrots. Some, looks like tomatoes and some radishes. Tomatoes. Look at this. Welcome to the next day. Yes, water that shit. Yeah. Oh my god. You can feel free to look up Bardler. DK30 website and download the game. If we actually zoom a little bit farther forward, you see the loop is pretty similar to Stardew. Look at this. Bam! Boom! Kapow! There's something very satisfying about seeing the physics of like carrots and radishes and tomatoes just launch themselves onto the ground. Ah! Money, 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 money. I'm just gonna close out with this great music. And let's fade that. And that concludes our Dayknight 30-day challenge review. Talking about some of your projects for an hour, playing some games for an hour. And now I'm going to pack up because in about an hour I gotta go to the airport because I'm flying down to Long Beach for the Mythic Championship number 5. All day is rehearsal tomorrow, and then on Friday the games begin, where there will be many Golos versus Golos. And anyone who didn't is absolutely YOLOsing. I thank all of you once again for doing such amazing work for the DK30. I'm so proud of all of you. We're doing this again, the DK30 Winter. It's going to be starting mid-January. And we're going to do some more changes on our end for the future DK30s, having more updates throughout the week, throughout the month. You know, weekly updates, a few more graphics just showcasing, just to make sure that it's a little bit more of a on the forefront. This past month, there was a whole lot of stuff that was going on. Things such as TwitchCon or... oh my god, my cat is so cute. Oh. Anyways, there's a whole lot going on this month, and we want to just start having more weekly recaps and updates of what's going on with DK30 so people can sort of see what is going on with each other as opposed to being a big announcement at the start, occasional mentions, and then a big thing at the end. Hope you all have a great rest of the day. Thanks for hanging out with me today. It was fun to share all these proyectos. And see you on Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be the next time when I'm back streaming because I'm flying back on Monday. Take care, everyone. I'll see you then. Bye.